Good evening, everyone. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance and remain standing for the opening prayer.
Bless us as we begin this commissioner meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so we may work together for the good of our community. Help us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Amen. Amen. In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, this is to announce that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided. Also, pursuant to the 2024 bylaws, rules and regulations of the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Burlington, time shall be set aside on the agenda for receipt of public comments. Public comments will be received with respect to agenda items prior to board consideration of board resolutions to be adopted. An additional opportunity for public comment will occur later in the meeting. Public comment shall be limited to 4 minutes per speaker. Unused time may not be transferred to another speaker. Persons may speak once per public comment period. I direct the deputy clerk to enter into the minutes of this meeting, this public announcement, and the advance written notice of this meeting. Commissioner Eckel is absent. Deputy Director O'Connell.
Here.
Commissioner Julian.
Here.
Commissioner Singh.
Here.
Director Hobson.
Here. Thanks, Aaron. We will now move on to the approval of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the public and conference meetings of May 8th, 2024?
So moved. Second.
Properly moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Tonight, we will begin with acknowledging very important retirements. We are celebrating retirements of 2 employees tonight. First, I'd like to call to the front Sherry Hunter from Buildings and Grounds and our county engineer, Joe Brickley.
Director, I apologize. Can we skip to the next one for now?
Of course. All right. Have a seat, Mr. Brickley. Thank you so much. All right, next, we will move on to our next acknowledgement. Would Prosecutor Lucia Bradshaw and Kathleen Braun please come to the front? Hello, how are you? Please join us up front. I'll just do something, I'll turn it over to you. Kathleen has worked in the prosecutor's office since August of 1991, when she joined the office as assistant prosecutor. She's been here for nearly 33 years. I'll let our prosecutor tell you more about Kathy.
Well, I think she actually started in 1989 as an intern.
Oh, really? Wow,
Right.
impressive.
So we have that additional time to add on as well.
Yes.
And there's so much I could say about Kathy, but I'm going to keep it brief. I know you have a lot of business to attend to, and we will have our own celebrations as well. But it is just, well, actually, the first thing that I thought about when I came in is that all good things must come to an end. And so the good thing for me with this assistant prosecutor is that the good thing that's coming to an end is the fact that I've had such an honor and a privilege, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work with her for these past 19 years. We have been colleagues in the same unit in SVU when I came back to Burlington County in 2005. So we have worked together very closely for a very substantial amount of time. Kathy's wisdom, her knowledge, her kindness have left a legacy in the SVU unit. I just had a meeting on an unrelated matter shortly before we came over, and the assistant prosecutor who's in charge of that unit, Steve Ike, is here today, and he said something that resonated with me for a moment. He called Kathy the Swiss Army knife of SVU. And I thought that was so funny, and it just reminded me of someone who is versatile and has lots of utility and can pretty much do any job that you need it to do. And that's what Kathy's done in her years in SBU. She's done anything and everything we needed her to do with excellence. She's been a beacon of light, both personally and professionally, in the SBU unit. And she's basically been the backbone of that unit. Everything from handling MDT, multiple disciplinary unit meetings, to very complex indictments, to taking a brief to write for us when we're inundated and busy with work. And she was happy to do it all with a smile and with kindness and with a institutional knowledge and wisdom. She practically trained every supervisor that really came into the unit. And that is the honest to goodness truth. What I just want to say to Kathy is although you're retiring, remember to pursue your passions, and I know you will. I know her bucket list is to visit every national park in the U.S., so I think she's well on her way with that goal. Pursue new adventures, and remember to remember us fondly, I hope. All the best from us to you on your retirement.
Cry because my friend just did that to me, but thank you for the kind recognition tonight. It is bittersweet to leave after 3 decades plus in the prosecutor's office and leave the county's employ. I started here after my first year of law school in 1989 as an intern actually, and was sworn in 1991 as an assistant prosecutor. I arrived thinking this was just a summer experience, and here we are 34 years later. This week actually marks that start date 35 years ago. My work, especially in this sexual assault and child abuse unit, has been both challenging and rewarding, and I am sad to leave it. It's tough to leave the people and the important work of the office, but I'm grateful to have had this very special experience and career. I want to thank the people who are here tonight, my supportive husband, of course, Prosecutor Bradshaw, my supervisor, Steve Ifey, First Assistant Brenda Roman Maneri, and Mark Westmore, I think is still here behind a pole. They've all been friends as well as colleagues for many years, and of course, Lucia is not just my boss for the past 2 years, but my very dear friend for many more than that. I would like to express my gratitude to all of the office, as well as the 5 prosecutors I served under who preceded Lucia, and also thank the commissioners for your support of the law enforcement community over my many years here as well. Thank you for this honor. Thank you.
Prosecutor team to take this photo with you. That's your certificate. Come on, prosecutor's office team. Come on. Everyone from prosecutor's office.
Yeah, there's two gentlemen in the back.
Yeah, shy guys.
Shy guys.
So we will move on. If our next honoree shows up, we will get back to it. All right. We will now move on to our bond ordinance 2024-00252. Erin, please read the title.
Bond ordinance 2024-00252 of the County of Burlington, New Jersey, providing for the acquisition of real property located in the Township of Pemberton, New Jersey, and improvements thereon, appropriating the sum of $2 million, therefore authorizing the issuance up to $1,904,000 in general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the county to finance the same, making certain determinations and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. The public hearing is now open. Would anyone like to comment on bond ordinance 2024-00252? We have, so, yes, sir, please step to the podium, state your name and address for the record.
My name is Mark Shepherd Thomas. My address is 35 North Woods Road in New Lisbon, which is in Pemberton Township. I did my professional medical training here at the hospital when it was part of Burlington County Memorial Hospital. And I have lived and practiced in the county for some time. My questions regarding the bond ordinance is, what property are you preparing to bond? Is there an identification of the property in Pemberton Township?
Yeah, so this is the college.
It is the college.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are there any intentions for the, any
No,
details about it?
No, nothing has been made yet, no decisions have been made yet.
Okay. Okay, I would also mention that I am the founder of the Rancocas Conservancy, which we received its 501c3 status on September 12, 1991. And as such, we have been for 34 years concerned with natural resource conservation in Burlington County. So I am going to follow this with quite a bit of interest because it does involve the corridor of the North Branch of Rancocas Creek. The forest of the area comprises about 100, something like 100 acres of forest land with significant threatened and endangered resources there. So to the degree that we can assist in developing plans or working with you to help protect the resources, we offer our services.
Thank you very much, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think I saw another hand. Do we have anyone else for comments on the bond ordinance? Yes, please, come forward and please state your name and address for the record.
Yes, Harry Harper, 18 Highland Road, Pemberton Township. I was at a meeting a couple months ago here, and you guys kept telling people that the property that we're talking about now belonged to the college, not to the county. I'm just wondering why 2 months later, there's this sudden interest for the county to buy it from the college. You know, I mean, there must be some idea what you're planning to do with it, and if you don't know now, will you know when the second reading comes out?
Well, we hope so. We've asked some questions in private with our council. So we are, as commissioners, still in conversation. So we might have our own ideas, but we have not come to one decisive idea of or determination of what will happen. So as soon as we know, we will obviously share that with the public.
And is the township of Pemberton gonna have any say in what happened to that property, since it is in our town?
Well, I'm not quite sure how the process will work, but we'll definitely take that up with our attorneys. Our solicitor here, Ashley Bono, will definitely make sure that we're doing our due diligence to engage all the proper parties while we are transitioning through this. We will definitely make note of all of that.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. Do we have anyone else for public comments on the bond ordinance 2024-00252? Do we have anyone else? Seeing none, I am closing the public hearing. Do I have a motion to adopt bond ordinance 2024-00252 on second reading? This is the second reading?
Yes.
On second reading.
Salute.
Is there a second?
Second.
Probably with a second. Aaron, please do a roll call.
Commissioner Eckel is absent. Deputy Director O'Connell. I
Yes.
apologize. Commissioner
Yes.
Pulliam.
Yes.
Commissioner Singh.
Yes.
Director Hobson.
Yes. Thank you. Motion passes. We are now moving on to public comments on agenda items. Anyone who wishes to speak later on the other topics will have a chance to do so later in the meeting. When it is your turn to speak, please state your name and address for the record. As a reminder, each speaker is limited to 4 minutes and may only speak once per public comment portion. I will begin calling names from the sheet, and then if you did not get a chance to sign up, I will acknowledge you if you still want to speak on agenda items. First, we have Mark Thomas.
That was me.
Oh, okay, so that You don't have a comment on any other agenda items, just the bond ordinance, okay, thank you very much. Mr. Luis Lopez, how are you, Luis?
Muy bien, great. Louis Lopez, 9805, Mount Holly, New Jersey, County of Burlington. I have a question about, I came 19, 20, 21, and 26.
19, 20, 21, and 26.
Yeah.
Okay, what are your questions?
You can clarify a little bit more?
I'm sorry?
Clarify?
So 19 is just, we're just authorizing the approval request for the community block development grant.
That's just for the Edgewater Township?
This is for Edgewater Park Township, that is correct.
It's
Oh,
just a
okay.
time extension.
Oh, okay, thank you.
20, we're going into a professional services agreement with Triad for 2024 in the amount of $20,000. That's for the Department of Human Services.
Okay, thank you.
21, did you say 21?
Yes,
Yeah, so we are awarding a contract request for proposals. This is just request for proposal for the property appraisal services for the Burlington County Sheriff's Department. So this is just RFP right now. No, it's an award of contract right now. Okay, so this is award of a contract. I'm sorry, I misread that.
I just got a curious question about election and, nomination, election, homeless, trust fund, task force. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, wait a second. So you don't wanna hear anything about 26? That's fine.
Oh, no, 21, I was saying, yeah, we're ready, yeah. I'm just
Okay.
curious what that is.
I'm sorry,
I
what one
mean-
are you on?
For, J? For letter J?
Homeless trust fund task.
Yeah, can you
So
tell
we
me?
appoint folks, from different areas of our community to, sit on this task force. And they are charged with making sure that all monies collected towards the homeless fund is used appropriately.
Okay, I appreciate it, and, I'm proud to be back right here.
It's good to see you, Lily.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Do we have anyone else for public comment on agenda items? Hello, Mr. Erica Phillips, how are you?
Okay, sorry, I didn't read what
I didn't know her name, yeah.
Good evening, everybody in general.
State your name and address for the record, please.
My name is America Phillips. I live in 115 Tennessee Trail, Brownsville, New Jersey. I've been resident in Burlington County for 44 years most. And I recall in 1979 when I moved to Burlington Township, we had a beautiful college. Where today, we don't have nothing. And I recall when I got there, was stated to me, the Burlington County College was owned by the county. Okay. Now, I recall when the Burlington County College was going to close.
So do you have a comment on any particular agenda item, Ms.
I know, I just have that, right now, the county no longer own that property or anything, now it's the
So
college.
you wanna speak at the next public comment portion? This is public comment portion for agenda items only.
Okay,
So you wanna speak at the next one when you can speak on anything, okay?
good enough.
All right, thank you.
I just got.
Yes, do we have anyone else for public comments on agenda items? Do we have anyone else for public comment on agenda items? Seeing none, I am closing this portion of public comment. We will now move on to resolutions. I would like to make a motion to approve resolutions I-1 through I-22 for unanimous consent.
Second.
Properly moved and second by Commissioner Singh. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Yes, Director, I have to abstain from I-19.
Abstention is noted. Motion passes. Deputy Director O'Connell?
Thank you, Director. I'd like to move resolutions I-23 through I-32 for unanimous consent, please.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner Pulliam. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Commissioner Pulliam?
Thank you, Director. I'd like to move resolutions I-33 to I-41 for approval by unanimous consent.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Singh. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Commissioner Singh?
Thank you, Director. I'd like to move resolutions I-42 and I-43.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Deputy Director. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. We will now move on to the nomination and election of members of the Homeless Trust Fund Task Force for a one-year term effective January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024. I would like to nominate Bill Harris, Joyce Paul, Barry Conway, Shirla Simpson, Darlene Trappier, Madeline Sutton, Marge McGinley, Corey Panati, Jennifer Hyros, Malika Morris, Sharon LeCompte, Claudine Archer, Holly Funkhauser Kukuzala. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I am now closing nominations. Please vote by name. Aaron, please do a roll call.
Commissioner Eckel is absent. Deputy Director O'Connell,
Names is read.
Commissioner Pulliam,
Names is read.
Commissioner Singh,
Names as read.
Director Hobson.
Names is read. Thank you, Aaron. We will now move on to appointments by Director of members of the Minority and Equality Rights Task Force for a 3-year term effective January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2026. I am appointing the following members: Gerard Broadway, Chief John Fine, Darvis Holly, Craig Parker, Agatha Reedy, Shirla Simpson, Rochelle Coleman, Zanaya Lewis, Malika Morris, Lori Persons Baynard, Denise King, and myself. We will now move on to questions from the media. Do we have any questions from the media? Seeing none, I'm closing this portion of the agenda. We will now move on to public comment on non-agenda items. Each speaker is limited to 4 minutes and may only speak once. When it is your turn to speak, please state your name and address for the record. I will begin calling names from the sign-up sheet, and after that, if you still have a comment, I will take you as I see you. Our first name on the sheet is Mr. Jim Schiffer.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jim Schiffer. I live at 209 Fulton Boulevard in Medford, New Jersey. I'm here tonight to represent the residents of Lake Pine in Medford. For the last 3+ years, I've been trying to call the attention to the county of the problem we have with traffic on that road. Taunton Boulevard is a county road that runs through Medford. It's about a mile. It's from Hopewell and connects onto Taunton when you cross over Tufferingham Road. The homes on Lake Pine or in Taunton Boulevard were built in the 1920s, and they sit very, very close to the roadway. Every single day, we have no less than 50 dump trucks, cement mixers, 18-wheel tractor trailers. Now we have vehicles going by that have wide load posted on the back of them. Traveling down that road, our houses are taking a beating. I've been told previously that the road was made for construction traffic, but our contention is that our houses were not. Our houses shake constantly. It's a tremendous safety hazard. No one wants to seem to do anything about it. So we've made a proposal, and if you would, I've made copies for everybody. This is from the Lake Pine Safe Streets Initiative, where we propose traffic calming procedures, reduce speed limits from 30 to 25 miles an hour on that road, weight restrictions. We would love to see trucks less over 15 tons empty weight off of that road. Honest to God, our houses shake all day long. Last fall, I took the initiative to put together a petition and was able to get 158 signatures from the residents of Lake Pine. Two of the petitions in here signed are not they don't live on Lake Pine, they walk in that area, but they did sign the petition. I would like to turn these over to you as well. I think they're evidence to the fact that there's a tremendous problem on this road. We have constant speeding. I just did an analysis of 6 months on that road recently, whereby we were having 286 people a day traveling at 38 miles an hour or over, and it's a 30-mile-an-hour road. In that 6 month period, that comes out to 50,100 speeders in a 6 month period of time. The police issued 86 tickets, which is 0.17% of the people speeding on that road. And not a single construction vehicle was ticketed during that period of time. So we submit to the county to help get involved with this problem. I know that the township of Medford came to the county once before asking for weight restrictions on that road and was turned down and said that the county doesn't have the power to do it. You'll see in your packet here some information that shows the counties do have the power to put weight restrictions on roads in the state of New Jersey. And if you also look at the map that's in there, there's only one other weight restricted county road in Medford, and it runs along a golf course. It's Tabernacle Road starts, then the weight restriction section goes during the course of the golf course, and then it stops. So it can be done, we know that. What we would like to see is the Commissioner's Office, and Allison Eccles has been very, very kind enough to join some of my meetings in the Lake Pine at the township level. We would like to see at least the county, if you say that you can't do weight restrictions on this road, then advocate for us to the state. All we get is no, we can't do it. But no one ever says, I'm happy to advocate on your behalf at the state level. So I guess that's my time is up.
That is your time.
So I really appreciate your time in listening to us, and I'll be back next month to see you fine folks.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Thank you so much. Next, we have Mr. Luis Lopez.
Good evening, Luis Lopez, 98 Drive, Holly, New Jersey. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad Mr. Dan come back and, greet me. I appreciate that. I was sick for a full week at the hospital. I want to give thanks to some of the Burlington County people who works here. They came and, visit me and, bring a treat while I was sleeping. I appreciate for them people to come and to see how I'm doing. I've been sick over 5 years until a week ago. I appreciate for the people to come out, to see how I'm doing. Second is the school funding for BCC. That was approved already, right?
School funding?
Yeah.
You mean
The grant?
The portion that the county gives to the school? Yes, that piece has been done.
Well, from the state.
I'm not quite sure. Did you check with the school and their school?
I'm just thinking about what's going on. I know they gave funding to some of the county, but what about to Lumberton? They're the one who heard the most.
I guess I
School
don't understand your
funding.
question, Louis. What exactly is your question?
The question is the funding from the state that been to all Burlington County or
I don't know that the state budget has been done
State
yet.
budget is.
They release the numbers, early numbers, because schools have to adopt their budgets by end of April. So we do. Schools, colleges have adopted a budget, assuming a certain allocation from the state. But at this point, till the budget is struck back in in July, nothing's final. And there has been changes. I just heard something that released a new bill that supplements an additional aid on top of what was previously allocated. So.
for right here Burlington County or for entire New Jersey?
Anywhere wherever the formula called for additional aid. We don't have the details.
Yeah, you would have to follow up with your state representative.
Oh yeah, I was just like I said, I be going to the meeting, I be learning a lot, and I have parents from Lumberton, district. Come and say, well, I need you, to advocate for the teacher. I need to record, and they help. And like I said, it was the second view, like in 2 years. I said, appreciate everybody coming, to my work, and, even students and teachers, say, appreciate for coming up and recording to let everyone know what's going on, our Burlington County. And, for one thing, the around Island Hospital by Burlington Township by Target, they're the best. I'm a vet. I explain. They I appreciated them for extending my dog's life for a few more days. Until come. He's only 19 years old, the second oldest dog we ever have. One more question about an animal shelter. I'm not actually certain, could the animal shelter can be improved even much larger if you have more funding?
Yes, in a perfect world, if we have more money, we can improve everything, right? So, we're constantly, paying attention, we get donations and we have to make an assessment with our director and our fiscal team to make sure that we are using the money appropriately. And an expansion right now for the animal shelter has not been brought up to us as a commissioner board, so right now we have no plans to expand it.
Can I just give me one after 30 seconds?
I'm sorry, your time is up.
Sorry, Louis.
Okay.
Sorry. Do we have anyone else for public comment? Mr. America Phillips?
Good evening.
Your name
My
and
name
address?
is America Phillips. I live in 115 Tennessee Trail, Brownsville, New Jersey, for 44 years, most in this county. My question to the commissioner is, I brought it up to their attention 22 years ago. In reference to the Burlington transportation, our previous administration stated that his permanent township has been supplied with Burlington all the way. But I live in Presidential Lake, that's the last development from Pemberton Township. Burlington bus arrived in Country Lake. From Country Lake, where he parked his vehicle, is not even 5 point some miles. I parked my vehicle there. I went and spoke to the worker. As a state worker in the past, I know how the duties work. When you give an assignment, this is where you gotta remain in there. In the time he spent there is 40 minutes. He gotta sit there until he can turn around and go back to his route back again, come to Manhattan, whatever he's coming. And my question to them was, why in the time he's sitting there? He can go down there to Presidential Lake by the firehouse and just pick it up people there, because we have the young generation. Parents have only one vehicle. They gotta go to work. They cannot go to work. Okay? Burlington County College opened it up there. Burlington County College went bye-bye, and those kids could not get an education if they didn't have transportation. So that's okay. Now my next one is going to be, I know that I've been brought it up as a zone between the highways, okay? I know the 530 was refinishing there, but I drive most of the other day that way, and I noticed nothing is going down for the holidays. Lousy stop sign there, big deal. I guess that they told me in the past it's going to be 2 years ago, the study take 2 years. So by 2 years, we're not going to have a stop sign there. We may have a set that crosses there. And the way I look at it is they are counting. It's not working together with the municipality, with the state, because the first thing I hear, oh, that's a state road. That's county road, that's town municipality road. People gotta work together. We gotta do something for the residents. It's another election is coming. And we are in the same boat. Nothing having moved. I do for the residents, okay? I travel those roads. 4 Mile Circle, the least they cut along right now. Look nice for the holidays. We're not going to find the vehicles in the middle of the hour in there. Okay, my next thing is, I know in the past the county told me and they direct me to different people to Trenton, and I know there is one of the guys in here, in here, Gian or something. But nothing has been done. We are rolling the dice and nothing come through. Please, we are taxpayers. Do something for the community. We got a mega warehouses in this state right now. Okay, I leave it away and I will come back because they are sucking out with the taxes in the county. Bye.
Thank you. Do we have anyone else for public comment? Do we have anyone else for public comment? Seeing none, I'm closing this portion of public comment. We will now move on to comments by commissioners. Commissioner Singh, do you have any comments?
Thank you, Director. Foremost, congratulations to our retirees. I wish you the best in all your future endeavors, and thank you for serving our county for the longevity you did. Just a few comments in terms of the bond ordinance. The one thing that I know for sure is the college itself doesn't have the money. We don't own the building. We don't own the site as of now. That's what we're trying to get at. So that is still the correct information. We county does not own that. But the one thing I have taken classes there as a student. I have taught there as an adjunct. I know that campus very well from in and out. Going back decades, I can assure you right now that campus it cannot be revitalized. If you were to go anywhere nearby, and I did take a tour just this week, and because we knew it was coming up, those buildings cannot be just rehabilitated or anything. So it's a hazard. People are breaking in. People are doing things. Could be a fire hazard or anything else right now. So right now the college does not even have the funds to even demolish and clear. So public safety at this point is the main concern. So before we have any other even plans to think through, that information has not even fully vetted yet. But the one thing we know for sure is the college is really at this point cannot even have the funds or anything to demolish or do anything with that site. That's why we are trying to figure out a solution, at least for the safety. I do know the creek runs right by it. There's a canoe launch nearby. So we are aware of all those protected sites and sites that are of interest to the public. So hopefully all of that will be part of the discussion as we go forward with this. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Pulliam?
Thank you, Director. I think, excuse me, I think everybody realizes what Monday is, Memorial Day. As all of us have our parades, we have our barbecues, we have parties with our families. Let's not lose sight of the fact of why we celebrate that day and the sacrifices that were made by men and women and their families so that we have this great country that we all live in. I want to thank again department heads, directors. I know I sound like a broken record, but you're going to hear it till I leave. Thank you for everything you do for the residents and us. Eve, thank you for you and your staff and the staff at our office who keep us on task each and every week. Thank you, Director.
Thank you. Deputy Director O'Connell?
Thank you, Director. I'd like to echo the comments of my colleague, Commissioner Singh, and also Commissioner Pulliam, especially when it comes to Memorial Day. Whatever you do, don't wish people a happy Memorial Day. It's not that kind of holiday. I don't think anybody means anything by it. It's just that they don't understand. But Memorial Day is for those that made the ultimate sacrifice. And as Commissioner Pulliam said, just pause sometime over this weekend. I know Mount Holly is having a ceremony. Brigadier Doyle Cemetery is having one. Bordentown, and I'm sure many other towns. If you can, take a few minutes and try and attend those. I'd like to thank the Burlington County Chiefs of Police Association and the Burlington County Fire and EMS Chiefs for inviting our board last week to their memorial services. I was honored to attend. I know Commissioner Eckel was there also. I think it's really wonderful that after all these years, when you look especially with the police, how long ago some of these people perished on duty, but that we still remember them every year. I think it's a wonderful ceremony. And I'd like to wish, on behalf of our entire board, a happy birthday to this cute little lady. Who would have thought this young guy would grow up to become our chief financial officer? Happy birthday, Carolyn. And lastly, to the public, thank you for taking the time to come here and speak to us. You have no idea how much we appreciate you doing that and letting us know what's on your mind, always. With that, back to you, Director.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank everyone for coming tonight. I am now looking for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Everyone have a